Today, I'm making a garland with wool and ribbon. Some assembly required. I thought that I would try to make some wet felted garlands. Now, you could say that I need practice at wet felting because I would really like to be much better at it. So this is a pretty simple step to get a little bit more practice and to have a cool garland. I feel like they're going to be really cheerful and they can decorate the house for the holidays or after the holidays when you take down all your decorations and you say, my house looks so empty now. It's a fresh new thing for you to toss up on the walls and give it a little color and excitement. I feel like we're going to need some color and excitement in January and February, so let's try it. So all you really need is some wool, soap and water, obviously, some patience, and I'm going to use skinny little ribbon. It comes in, spools like this. I'm sure that you can find it in your local craft store. This is almost certainly from Michael's. And I will be using a big needle. It just has to have an eye big enough to thread your ribbon through. So I'm going to get started. Let me show you the basic way that I'm going to wrap these before I felt them. Really, you just kind of roll a little ball at one end, like you're rolling up some yarn or anything else. Just kind of roll it around a couple times, switch directions. That's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's why you're felting it. So I am planning to just give my wool a couple pokes with my felting needle, just so that it won't all unravel and I can throw it in a bowl and work one at a time without having to dry my hands off in between and get the wool all dry and all that stuff. I think it will be easier for me since I'm making a whole bunch. But if you do not have a felting needle, that's fine. You can still do this. It's still super duper easy. You'll just have to add in a quick step of drying off your hands in between, which you might want to do anyway. Apply a little bit of lotion. Get that started early. So let me go and get started with those. Now there's not a particular number that I have in mind that I'll definitely need, so I don't know, I'll make a bunch of white ones and then I'll make some pink ones just for contrast. If you're planning to do the kind of garland where there's a lot of the little balls on it, you're going to need to make a lot of balls. I'm not, because I'm just not. You could, if you wanted to sit around and make a whole bunch of balls. I was just planning to have the wool as sort of a highlight and sort of like a ball and then some space and then a ball and then some space to give the ribbon a little bit of focus as well. You could do it the other way as well. You could just make a ton of little wool balls and string them all together. Then you could just use thread or string or something, but I'm going for a slightly different look, but you can make it the same way. You just have to make a lot more. I will show you how you would wet felt your marble if you weren't going to needle felt it first. So all you do is just roll it up like I showed you before, get hot water on it, soak it in, put a couple drops of dish soap on it, and then rub. Go around and around very gently at first so you don't squish it, because you have to be a little bit gentle at first. As your felting gets a little bit tougher, then you can really roll it, squeeze it, and squish it so that it's actually solid and well felted. Then I'm going to do the same thing with all the other wool spheres that I already made. I tried wearing gloves, but I really couldn't feel if the wool was felting. I didn't really feel like anything. It just sort of felt like I was rubbing gloves together, so I had to take them off. That's fine. My hands will just get a little dry, but they will be super exfoliated. Super exfoliated. Maybe you should also have some hand lotion on hand. Have some hand lotion nearby, just so that you can start the process of getting your hands back to normal after you finish. Ta-da! Okay, so I will tell you, I tried to use core wool inside these ones. You can't really see, but they look terrible. They are so furry and fluffy. I guess the fibers kind of migrate out and just make it look icky. So I will pick those out, and we will just use the ones that aren't weird looking. Here's my plan. I was thinking that I could do one garland, just white. I would maybe do that on the green, because I think the white will look nice with the green. And then for the other, I will do a pattern. You may notice that my marbles are not all the same size, of course, so that's just gonna have to be fine. It's hard to tell what size that they're going to be when you're making them, and then they're done and you don't want to do them again. So this, for reference, is about 7 feet long. It's probably way too long, but I thought it would be clever to have a little bit of space at the ends for tying. I don't know where it's going to go. Probably on the mantle, which is wider than this. So I've done some quick estimating, and I think that I will try to make these about 6 inches apart. And this is sort of an extra thing, but I think that I will try to tie a knot on each side of the marbles so that everything doesn't shift around and mess up all of my good math. I mean, if you're gonna do the math, you might as well have it stay where you put it. Okay, I will thread my needle. I think that it's probably best if I do it one at a time. So I will string one on. Depending on how tightly you felt them, they will be more or less easy to get the ribbon through. But unless you're really sitting there going to town on it for a while, you should be able to drag your ribbon through. I might have overdone a couple of these guys. Some of them, it was a little bit hard to pull the ribbon through. But if you get to that point and it becomes a problem, you can use a little pair of needle nose pliers just to grab the needle with something other than your fingers. It goes through. It just sometimes needs a little push, encouragement in the right direction. Less than a foot on this side, and then I'll tie over here. And then I'll do another one on this side. That's all there is to it. Only 2, 4, 6, 10 to go. I'm going to try tying the knot first before I string my bead. I don't think it will really make any difference, but let's find out. So that's about 6 inches away. Whoa, probably not anymore. It is still. And then I'll just slide my bead on and tie a knot on the other side like I did before. It's cute. It is not complicated by any means, but it's fun. I mean, this is not something that everybody has as decoration, so it's unique. Anybody could have it, because really it's not that hard. Let's see what else I can do. I think that the white will look really cool with the green. Let's find out. That's cool. I like that too. I mean, a cool thing about this is you can get wool in just about any color you can imagine. So you can match it exactly with your ribbon, you can match it exactly with your decor. It can be absolutely anything you want it to look like. Probably. More or less. So, I thought that was fun. This is cool. I am going to have a really good time finding places for these and hanging them up. It's not even, really, exactly, but it's close. I got a little like, uh-oh, I'm not going to have enough left, and I made these a little shorter. That's fine. So this is cool. These are going to cheer us up in February when everything is dark and cold. That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. Ta-da! So, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Totally try this, it is fun, and tell a friend. If you like this kind of video and you're not subscribed yet, you can do that right below the video and click the all notifications bell so you don't miss anything. New videos come out on Tuesdays and Saturdays, so stay tuned. And until the next video, be awesome. And I'll see you then. Bye!